All right, looks like it's working. Hi, everybody. So this time you meet me, we're not going to be talking about the deep perineal pouch. Okay. So instead today, my charge is to talk to you about the meaning of being a physician, so no pressure, right? Well, buckle up because we're going to go on a little bit of a ride, all right? First off, I want to add my congratulations to that of the dean. Each and every one of you has demonstrated incredible academic excellence, leadership skills, community service. You've shown dedication and devotion to be sitting here in these chairs today. But I have a little bit of bad news for you. Those very traits that got you into these seats are about to become your enemy. Work with me here. So up until this point, school has been really linear. All right, you go to class, you learn the material, you take the test, you get the A. If you didn't work quite hard enough, maybe you didn't get the A, you don't feel so good about it, you go say, I'm gonna work harder, I'm gonna buckle down and do more, and you see results. You get the A. You crush the MCATs. You feel that warm glow of excellence, right? You all know that glow, I'm sure you do. And to be fair, you have about another 20 months of that, okay? Because either you know where the obturator nerve is, or you don't know where the obturator nerve is. There's no getting around that one. But after that point, you enter the hospital. You enter the reason we're all doing this. And things get to be just a little bit different. You bring that same work ethic, you bring that same drive to the hospital, you have memorized Light's criteria and Ransom's criteria and every eponym that has ever been thrown at you. You bring your ICM skills to the bedside and you develop this strong rapport with the sweet old lady in room 802. You're holding one hand while her husband holds the other as she tells you why she's here in the hospital. My legs are really heavy, and I'm having trouble catching my breath. I'm scared. But you know what to do. You diagnose her with congestive heart failure, and you start the textbook treatment, and you step back, waiting for that A. You did the work. But she's not getting better. In fact, she's getting worse. She's gasping for air. You end up having to put a breathing tube in. And one day, you're telling her husband of 50 years that she's not going to be coming home with him. And now it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're lying in bed staring at the ceiling in the darkness thinking, this was not what was supposed to happen. This is not what should have happened. I must not have tried hard enough. If I worked harder, if I was just a better doctor, maybe she wouldn't have died. And that feeling of failure sits inside you. Every death, every bad outcome makes you question your competence. It makes you question your worth. It's an addition to the pile of misery and guilt that you feel inside, if you let it be. So as you begin this journey to become physicians, I have just one charge for you. I want you to fail. I want you to fail often, and I want you to fail gloriously. I want you to put your hat in the ring for every single committee position, leadership role, award, I don't care what, things that you have no chance of getting. I want you to go ahead and take up a hobby that you will be absolutely terrible at. So we'll see if this will go ahead. Nope, does not look like it wants to. So when I was 37, I took up circus classes. Oh, there we go. To do that, okay? I took up that. I want you to picture this for one glorious minute. A whole classroom of teenage gazelles and one middle-aged lumbering rhinoceros who could not touch her own toes. I came into this knowing that I was going to be terrible. I freely admitted it. I will be the worst circus student who has ever existed, and I was. But somewhere deep in that perfectionist soul of mine, it actually hurt. It actually hurt to realize that no matter how hard I worked, no matter how much I willed it, I am never going to be able to do that. So what does that look like for you? Is it dancing? Is it singing? Is it macrame? I don't care. Whatever it is, I want you to go do it. I want you to embrace failure. I want you to feel it, to smell it, all right, to taste it. I want you to be able to look in the mirror and say, my worth is not defined by my last performance. I am not defined by my last performance. By becoming a physician, you have been given an incredible gift. You've been given the gift of purpose. Every day, you will save lives, relieve suffering, and ease death, but you will not, and you cannot be perfect. And the attempt will drown you. There are lyrics that I want you all to know. They read, "Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in." My dear colleagues, I want you to embrace the foundations and the cracks in those foundations and let that light in. Thank you.